Everybody, good afternoon. My name is Daniel Clapp. I'm with Voices for Peru, and today we are here in North America, which is just north of Peru, as you guys know, not too far north. And today we're in the state of Pennsylvania, and we have the honor and the humbled opportunity to speak with Karen, who is the board of director and sits on the foundation of the Nobody's Cat Foundation. A nonprofit organization that is working with the community and nationwide on TNR. And Karen, it's an honor to have you here. Can you tell me, I forget what TNR stands for.
Trap, neuter, return. So basically there are so many free roaming cats. What we work on is we trap them, spay neuter them, and return them to the location that they came from, and then continue to care for them. That's the fourth part of it, is having a caretaker to feed them and give them shelter.
So I'm just fascinated with this, and as you guys know, we are partnering with the local organizations. We're stepping into some new areas and exciting adventures for Voices for Peru, which is not going to be revealed yet because we have a grand opening coming up. But along those lines, I would like to know how you first, what brought you into this this advocacy work that you do for cats.
What brought me into it is very simply, there are free roaming cats everywhere, not just in Pennsylvania, but everywhere, that are suffering. 75% do not live to be 1 year old, and they can be such an asset to our kids, to our adults, as a relationship ensues through taking care of these cats who really just need some food and shelter and spaying and neutering. And through seeing the suffering, I knew there was an answer to it, and this is our answer in the United States. So.
Yep, and I think globally, you know, we have suffering, and we have people that are suffering, we have animals that are suffering, and I think that's such a way that we can advocate. You know, I advocate in a certain way for kids in schools. You're advocating as well for animals, but also I see that you as you were sharing a little bit about maybe more, you've come to realize some social diversity that is happening as you campaign for cats. You've actually begun to see some new.
Yes.
Could you share about?
In some of the low-income areas where the cats are free roaming because the cost to get them spayed and neutered is so high, that's why there are so many cats there. And in doing the projects that I've been doing and volunteering, I've met so many children who are worried about the cats, that are in economic situations where they cannot help the cats, and so this is their way of giving back and realizing that the saving the cats gives them a mission and gives them a reason to help the community that they're living in, and by spaying and neutering the cats and feeding them and taking care of them instead of seeing them dying.
Yep.
And struggling and suffering.
And one thing that's seen, you know, in South America, and I'm sure it's globally all over the world, is just that if children don't learn to respect each other, they don't learn that from the role models, which we would assume are their parents, there becomes this lack of respect for life, right?
Yes, exactly.
So how does that relate for you as far as how do you work with people in teaching that respect?
It relates to me because I have seen animal abuse right up front, and through knowing that children learn from adults, if we get in there and we show these kids what you should do if you see animal abuse, what you should do if you know that an animal has been injured or hurt, and it's educating the children how to respect the animal community as we want them to respect each other. So it kind of crosses the board that if you have compassion for animals, you will also throw your compassion out across the board to other people, to other kids, to you know, it just works across the board. So
And then, you know, and then you're instilling, as an advocate, you're instilling respect as a child, so that when they grow up,
Yes.
that eliminates this violent system that we see played out in, especially in those socioeconomic sectors that you talked about.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if children's parents haven't been educated on how to show their compassion toward animals and other people, we need to step in and show and be an advocate for the animals, and in turn educate the children through, we bring coloring books, we have picnics at the local communities.
Wow.
Where we are doing TNR work and helping to supply things for the kids, such as a basketball. That's all they need, and it's like a soccer ball.
Yep.
Where you are.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they like to play basketball here in the United States. So
You know, we all play a ball
yeah,
somewhere in the world. Yep. So that's fascinating. I think that's exciting. You know, so the Nobody's Cats Foundation not only is you know, of course, providing for cats and protecting them and bringing life to them, but I see this whole social interaction going on actually affecting the community as well, and that's such a positive, respectful life, and that's really exciting. So it's an honor to talk to you. So if somebody sees, what would be the one thing you would say, you know, for any of you guys out there, and myself included, if I see a free roaming cat, what would you tell me? What should I do?
if there is one cat, pretty soon there's going to be 20, and it doesn't take long. So, trap, neuter, return. The middle part is spay and neuter, and that's what we teach. That we do seminars once
Wow.
a month at our location. We go out to anywhere that wants to be educated, and we mentor big time. And
Wow.
the kids get right in there and help with learning how to set traps. We're learning what to do afterwards, and cats reproduce very quickly. So, this end the suffering. Yeah.
I think that's awesome, and so I just want us to give a shout out and say anyone that has seen a free roaming cat, you know what to do. And if you want further information and you want to join in with what Karen is doing, I want you guys to go down to the bottom below there. You'll see the little description, and on there you guys can click on the link to check out Nobody's Cats Foundation and investigate and ask questions and contact them, and you can start up this whole process in wherever you guys are today. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thanks.
So